Hello, my name is Greta Harrison. Welcome to Born Fabulous Podcast, Season 2, Episode 4. The theme for this season is Changing the World, One Friendship at a Time. You will hear interviews with best friends where one person has a disability and the other does not. This episode is the fourth part of my interview with Tim Harris and his best friend, Ashten Mizell. Tim is famous for owning Tim's Place, a restaurant that served breakfast, lunch, and hugs. Tim is now a successful keynote speaker. He is 34, loves to travel, and values his many friendships in a unique way. Tim just happens to have Down syndrome. Ashten Mizell is 33. She is a proud wife and mother of 3 young children. You will also hear that she is a very good and proud friend. Now please enjoy this short clip of Love is a Potion. The lyrics are by Melissa Riggio, who is the focus of episodes 1 through 4 in Season 1. The music and voice are by Rachel Fuller. How about we go to a funny story? Tim, do you have a funny story about Ashten?
I have all kinds.
What's a funny story, Tim?
I'm trying to figure out one. I don't know what.
You know what? Which ones you like? Which funny stories?
I'm trying to remember.
How about I ask Ashten first and you can think about it? I'll ask Ashten first. Ashten, I know you've got all kinds too.
Gosh, I do have so many funny stories. I would say probably making music videos, which has to be at the top of our list because he makes us write out the lyrics and then we have to change. So we find a song that we like, then we change the words to the lyrics, and then we have to act out these music videos. So if you're lucky, we'll put one on the website for you. But
Awesome.
They're all-day production type of videos. And it's just, we have made the funniest, silliest moments in these music videos, but that truly is Tim's heart. Like, he loves singing. He loves doing karaoke. He loves making me do silly things on camera. And I cannot sing a tune. And he makes me sing these songs all the time. And then, I'll tell a funny story. So we have made many songs over the years together. And there was one time we were in Tim's Place, and he decided to play our song over the loudspeaker in the restaurant and tell everybody in the restaurant, this is Ashten's song, Ashten's singing. And so everybody could hear my horrible singing voice that was only supposed to be shared with us in the whole restaurant for them to hear. So Tim used to do that kind of stuff all the time. And anytime, I used to love going in the restaurant because Tim would stand up on a chair and say, my best friend is here. She's in the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. It was fun.
You remember that at the Range? You used to do that too. And Tim's worked at a lot of different restaurants here in town. And anytime we come in, he makes sure that whole restaurant knows that we are there. And sometimes plays our embarrassing songs.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't there.
Oh, it wasn't there.
No.
Okay.
And Tim, do you have a funny story about Ashten?
What funny stories?
Going
to late night movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And there was one time we went to Red Robin. We went to Red Robin where we used to work, and we went there late at night. Didn't we?
That was fun too.
And we got dinner together, and then we went to a late night movie. And
it was awesome.
Oh yeah, we love being silly. We love, walking through Walmart together.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Going shopping.
It's always fun shopping with Ashten.
We do silly things.
Got to cook with Matt, making breakfast burritos.
Oh yeah.
So Matt loves making burritos. I think we made we made some cheeseburgers,
Mm-hmm.
and we put green chili inside the meat.
Yeah.
And had these cheese puffs.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is
It was
silly.
awesome.
Do you want to tell the story of how you surprised me in California for my birthday?
Yeah, that was
a
awesome.
silly story. Tell her about the banner that you made and put it in my backyard.
No, I made it. It said something about monkey or something.
Yeah, it said "Happy Birthday Monkey" on it, and it was hanging in my backyard. And I had a friend that took me out, and Tim had flown into California, and Matt had orchestrated this whole thing where they hid Tim at a friend's house. And then I went out with a friend, came back, and I see this banner hanging up in my backyard. And then all of a sudden, Tim pops out from behind a bush, and he says, "Surprise, I'm here!"
Actually, it was behind a wall.
A wall.
And Matt had his GoPro in the middle of the video. Got me walking out from there, and that totally surprised Ashton.
Oh, it was the sweetest
She
moment.
was still pregnant with Noah.
Yeah. Noah was in my belly at the time. And
Yeah. That was part of our music video where I patted your stomach.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to see.
It was fun.
That video.
Oh, yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
And Michaela was clapping her hands, too. Yeah, it was fun.
That was a really special trip.
It was a really fun trip.
Yeah. That was a fun day. He surprised me. Totally surprised me. Flew all the way to California for my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
It was so sweet.
I go back out there a lot, too, because I have family there, too.
Yeah. You go to Disneyland, don't you?
My aunt takes me every year, and I'm going next month.
To Disneyland.
Disneyland. I also went to this place where kind of by Disneyland, and got to see Ashton and Matt, and I got to enjoy playing some Legos with Michaela.
Oh yeah, Downtown Disney. We met Tim at Downtown Disney one night for dinner when we lived in California. That was fun.
That was fun too. I got to enjoy the fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. We sat down on a bench with all kinds of Disney characters with Michaela. It was fun.
Super fun.
Tim, describe Ashton in one word.
Totally awesome.
2 words.
That's 2 words.
Go ahead and tell me why she's so totally awesome.
Because she makes my life really, really happy. Ashton is my rock. It's awesome.
You're so sweet.
Yeah. And I remember I gave Ashton a birthday present, and it was the movie Moana, and she got so surprised that I mailed that to her. And she sent me a video opening her birthday presents. It was awesome. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Ashton, go ahead and give us one word for Tim.
Oh, my word for Tim would be unbelievable. Because I feel like people believe certain things about people that have amazing abilities like Tim does, and put them into a category and think they can only do these certain things. But Tim has blown all of those things out of the water. I mean, truly he has. He has defied all the odds of everything. He's surprised everybody around him. He's done the unbelievable, the unthinkable. He's done incredible things. And I just think the way that he lives his life, the way he has his relationships, the way he does everything is truly unbelievable. I mean, he said he was going to own a restaurant. Gosh darn it, he opened a restaurant.
I did.
He said he's going to go speak in front of people. He goes and speaks in front of thousands and thousands of people. He meets presidents. He does the unbelievable. And he's just been unbelievable in my life. So
It's so beautiful. Your friendship is so beautiful.
It is really, really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Oh.
So your friendship is so important, and it's extended to your families, and obviously Matt is your family now too, Ashton. So let's talk about how Tim is part of Matt's life a little bit. Maybe if it extends to his career or let's talk about that.
Yeah. So Tim totally has, changed our perspectives and our lives. And Matt has used Tim, Matt's a pastor. And so he's had Tim come to many of our churches that we've been a part of, and different messages that he has, just talking about the way that Tim lives his life and how he loves people and how he is more like us than different. And it has truly been so impactful. Before we moved back to New Mexico, we were youth pastors. And so we worked with mid-school and high school kids for years. Matt and I did that for, about 10 years. We've done mid-school, high school ministry. And so just getting to teach these kids and for them to get to see our lives and our story with Tim and how he was part of our wedding, and then having Tim come up when he's gotten to be there, and we've gotten to talk about our relationship and our friendship and how to truly love people. I kid you not, we still have students tell us that message and that memory is burned into their memory, and they will never forget it. And they say, Tim changed my life that day. And that message changed my life. And so that's what he does. That's what Tim does. And so it truly has changed, Matt, in the way that we want to love people, the way we want to show love. And there's no better way than sharing Tim's story. And so it has just impacted so much. And so that is our hope. I feel like, I have a love for animals, but I feel like God has just given me this love for Tim and other people with these amazing abilities, and getting them involved and more included in church, and more and giving church a safe place for them to be, and them to be a part of it. And we have a lot of special needs, people with needs in our area that don't come to our church. And so it's been really shocking for us. And so I do feel like in the next couple of years, that is something that I want to do. I know for sure that I want to have some sort of involvement in that. And that has kind of changed my direction and what I want to do with my life. And so I feel like Tim and people that do have Down syndrome have just shown me this amazing side of life that I want to be a part of. And I want more kids to have experiences like Tim and I have had, and have friendships like we've had. And so I do feel like the message, the story needs to get out there more. And that's my hope. I hope that people can be more involved. So that's kind of our story. That's my direction. I just feel like God's going to do something with that. And that's the way that I'm going to go. I don't know what that looks like, but I know I want to do something with that. So it's been a huge part of our lives in the direction that we want to go. We want our church to be a place that people with all needs, all abilities can come and be a part.
Well, I think Tim has a motto about that. What's your motto, Tim? Tim, what's your motto?
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Ashten, I know you can do it. I know. That's right.
All right, dust it out.
And tell me about some of those experiences at Matt's church. How did you feel about that? Was that fun? Was it exciting?
It was fun. It was years ago that Matt got me on to the stage talking about my friendships.
Mm-hmm. And then what happened after the message? Do you remember? The line of people that you had to meet you. Oh my gosh. We were awesome. There for 2 hours after church was over, because we had a line of kids. I mean, we're talking middle school and high school kids that stood in a line. And I remember we had parents coming thinking, who came to our church tonight? Like, what is my kid doing waiting to talk to this kid? But they loved him and they wanted their picture with him. And I kid you, I mean, we just went back to California last week, and we had students who are in college now who still talk about that night and meeting Tim and the impact that I feel like those kids were so impacted that night that they probably went back to their high school and probably looked at kids and looked at the world a little bit differently after that night. So that story was really powerful, and Tim had such a powerful impact on those people.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, Ashten has always banned the R word in her home.
That's right, we do.
Because it's hurtful to people like us, like me, and to my friends.
That's right.
So I decided to sign a petition to get rid of the R word. And I called my best friend and told her to ban the R word.
Yep.
So they did the banned it in their home too.
Yep. And that's what we talked about that night is the R word and the importance of not using it and how it can be hurtful, right? That's what we taught those kids. Yep. Yep.
And you told those kids from your heart, huh, Tim?
I did.
I guarantee you those kids never use that word again.
It was a fun night. After all that talk, we had a little dancing competition, and I broke dance on the floor. And I won a package of stars. What do you call it? Starburst.
You remember that?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Things you remember.
So that was awesome. It was a package of Starburst. It was fun.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.